Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and welcome to our channel today. I appreciate y'all being here. And if you're new to the channel, if you're finding us that very first time, welcome. It's good to have you. And our topic for you today is 4 common causes for gym business failure. 4 common causes that I see for gym business failure. Now, before we get into our topic today, just a quick reminder, my focus, my mission here on the channel is I want to be able to provide as much information as I can to as many people as I can across the globe. And the best way I can do that is when you choose to subscribe to the channel. So if you've not yet done so, please take a moment, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. And then to learn more about me, learn more about my company, and how we can help take your business that next level, be sure to check out those links below. And then for you folks who are looking to open a new gym, you need funding. You have an existing operation, you need funding. We can help provide funding for up to $400,000 in funding. It is unsecured. There's no restrictions on use. And the basic qualification for it, it's a minimum credit score of 680 or better in all 3 credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, and then a minimum income of $50,000 per year each of the 2 previous years. Check out the links below for more information on that program and other financing options that we have available for you, to help you grow your business. And so with that said, let's get into our topic here today. And it's 4 common causes for gym business failure. These are things that I see and, folks that I talk to and things that they're going through that, kind of cause the situation. So I want to touch on some of these and then maybe some thoughts on how we can work to improve it. And so number 1 on my list, it's poor cash flow management. Poor cash flow management. Now, first things first here, you have to make sure that we're making money. And I'll compare it to a turnaround. When we go into a turnaround, just by definition really, it's losing money. And the first thing we have to do is we have to get it in the black. We have to make sure that it's making money. And so in terms of cash flow management, we're going to go in there and we're going to, get rid of programs that aren't working. We're going to reassign folks that aren't producing at certain levels. We're going to, monitor and look at our marketing and see, what is our acquisition cost, what's working well, what's not. We're going to go through a complete analysis because we need to make sure every single day we've got money in the bank. And what you don't want to do is if you're struggling a bit, or even if you're not, don't get complacent with it. I like to kind of take that mindset that every day I'm starting from zero. Okay, I haven't built up all these funds over here. Every day I'm starting over in a sense. And so we need to improve our cash flow management. The other thing I would mention, and this is really for anybody, it's really for new folks for sure, but everybody can benefit from this, is you want to maintain a minimum of 30 days operating expenses in the bank. So if it's costing you, say it costs you $30,000 a month to run your business, you want to have $30,000 sitting there. Okay, at least that. You might want to have 2 to 3 months worth, because you never want to find yourself in a situation where you don't bring on a great person, you don't do proven marketing programs because funding isn't there. So you want good cash flow management. You have to be in the black every day. That's the bottom line. Number 2 is losing control of finances. Losing control of it. And you've really got to manage this every single day. If you don't have a budget, you want to get one. What are the line items? We're going to spend this much in this category. We're going to spend this much in this category. And I know we've gone into situations and we'll require PO numbers, a purchase order number for any dollars spent. We're going to monitor that across the board to make sure we know what is spent, what's it being spent on, and then, if it's production related, how did it do? Okay, but you cannot lose control of your finances. The reality is, sales, which is, all that money coming in, this is your oxygen. And so without sales coming in, you lose that oxygen. On the back end, if we're not controlling how we're spending it, you lose that oxygen. Neither one of those are the kind of situations that you want to have. So we want to have cost controls in place. Number three that I see is, bad planning and the lack of a strategy. Bad planning and lack of a strategy. You know, One of the things that happens with new operations for sure is sometimes we kind of get that rose-colored glasses and, oh, everything's going to be great and we're going to generate all these revenues and, all these great things are going to happen. And we hope that it does, right? But, I know a lot of times when I'll look at budgets or we'll review budgets or we'll review business plans, many times I've kind of gone back and said, well, hey, if you only generate half that amount of revenue, is this going to work for you? Okay, so we don't need every shiny bell and whistle, and we want to make sure we've got a little more of a conservative approach. I think you can manage it, however you like, but in terms of kind of planning for it, I like to kind of mesh that entrepreneur with that banker and kind of come up with, what's that plan going to look like. So you want good planning, you want a good strategy. First thing is you want to have a business plan, and you want to have a business plan that you understand. Okay, you understand not only here's what you're going to do, but here's why you're going to do it, and here's how you're going to pivot if it doesn't go the direction you want. Now, if you need help with that, we can help you with business planning. We do it in a collaborative manner. We view it more as a teaching kind of thing, an educational kind of thing. Check out the links below, for more information on that. But you want to have a plan, and you want to have a strategy, and your business plan. Really, for you as an owner or director, you're working on key components of that business plan every single day. Okay, and then as you get further into this, writing a plan of action for the month, plan of action for the quarter. Here's where we're at. Here's the goals. Here's the plan. Here's roadblocks and setbacks. Here's how we're going to do this. Okay, how's marketing going to look on this? Okay, because again, in that whole strategy thing, you can be putting in the nicest facility ever, have the greatest instructors ever, but if no one's walking in the front door, it's just simply not going to matter. And then if they're walking in the front door, we need to have a process whereby we can convert them. And if we convert them, how can we get them to bring a friend in? So there's a lot of moving parts in there. Really get that strategy together. Really think that through. And then last on my list, number 4 is what I would call weak leadership. And we're talking 4 common causes that I see, for gym business failure, but weak leadership. And here's the first thing that I would say is everyone has strengths and weaknesses. Make sure you're outsourcing your weaknesses. I know with clubs that we work with, clubs that I work with, more often than not, we're doing sales training, we're helping with marketing because many times the person that's opened the club might be a trainer, a personal trainer, fitness enthusiast, things of this nature, more of that kind of a background as opposed to the business or sales and marketing side of it. Outsource your weaknesses, okay? Focus on your strengths, okay? But you want strong, leadership. And one of the things that I would suggest on this leadership component, this gets back a little bit to your planning and a little bit to your strategy, is every day, okay, we're going to set goals, right? Here's our unit sales goal. Here's our cash goal for the day. Here's our recurring fees goal for the day. And then every day, monitor that every day. And then what are we projecting? If it's the 10th of the month and here's our number, are we projecting 120% of that number? Are we projecting, 50% of that number? Because what we want to learn to do is manage based on these objectives. We want to make decisions based on these objectives. So if we want to be a strong leader and we want to teach other people to do it, we need to know what the goal is, what's the target, how are we projecting toward that target, and now we're going to manage based on those numbers. We're going to make decisions based on those numbers. So these are 4 of the most common things that I see. So if your gym is kind of bumping along, take a look at these. What can we do to help improve that? If you're just getting started, put this in your business plan, to make sure it doesn't become a problem later. So folks, again, my name is Jim Thomas. My company is Fitness Management and Consulting. Appreciate you being here at the channel today. If you've not yet done so, please take a moment, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it. To learn more about me, learn more about my company, and how we can help take your business that next level, be sure to check out those links below. And then again, for you folks that are looking to open a new gym, you need funding, If you have an existing operation, you need working capital, you need funding, you're looking to expand, whatever the case might be, we can help provide funding for up to $400,000 in funding that's unsecured. There's no restrictions on use. Basic qualifications, 680 or better credit score in each credit bureau, minimum income of $50,000 per year each of the 2 previous years. Check out the links below under financing and funding for more information on that program and other financing opportunities that we have for you. So again, folks, Jim Thomas is my name, and we appreciate you being here. We look forward to seeing you all in that next video.